Okay, so you just shot your first business video on your smartphone and you hit play and well, something just looks off, doesn't it? Now, the truth is, you're probably making at least one of the five most common mistakes that instantly scream beginner. Now, the best part, each one of these has a free fix and it only takes about 30 seconds. So stick with me, okay? I'm going to show you what they are and how you can fix them so your videos will look more polished and professional. Now, I'll dive into audio and lighting in another video, but these are the five biggest mistakes that I see. All right, mistake number one is holding your phone vertically. Now, the fact is, vertical videos are great for, TikTok and Instagram, and for some channels, they work great on YouTube. But if you really want to build credibility with potential clients, they need to get more of a feel for what you do and who you are and how you can help them. And that's really hard to pull off on a YouTube short. So you'll want them to hang around longer, and that's why I recommend those horizontal, landscape, long-form videos. Verticals might be good for discovery, but let's be honest, they're more of a dopamine hit for scrollers, and that's a lost lead. So here's a pro tip. Just get a simple phone tripod for less than 20 bucks. I've got a list that you can use in the description to get started. This is going to keep your phone horizontal and rock steady, which instantly makes your videos look a lot more professional. Now, the best part is it's going to free up your hands to be more animated, and it's going to make your videos a lot more engaging. Now, mistake number two is looking at the screen instead of looking at the lens. Ever try to talk to someone who won't look you in the eye? Feels weird, right? Or those cringy video calls where you're looking at the side of someone's head the entire time, and it feels like they're not really paying attention to you. So yeah, it's the same sort of vibe that you give off when your eyes are darting all around the screen when you're recording. You're breaking the connection with your viewers, and that makes you look distracted, and it makes them feel like you're not talking to them. Eye contact is going to build trust. Okay, so how do you fix that? You can try putting I'm talking about for a free thing, you can just try putting a small sticker or a tiny piece of tape right next to the camera lens. It's just a simple visual reminder to look at the lens and not at yourself on the screen if you're using selfie mode. All right, so that's really going to help you. I know it feels weird at first, but it's going to build trust, and trust is what converts your viewers into clients. All right, mistake number three is a messy or distracting background. Now, your audience should be focused on your message, not on the pile of dirty laundry or unmade bed or cluttered desk or whatever it is you've got going on back there. A messy background looks chaotic, and it's really unprofessional. Definitely not the impression you want to give your potential customers and clients. The bottom line is it makes people question your credibility. And if you're someone that they really want to give their money to for anything at all. So here's what you need to do. Just think of your background as your on-camera office. A simple bookshelf, a clean wall, a few plants. Anything can add personality without being distracting. Use a small ring light or a desk lamp to highlight your face and make sure that you're in focus. I'd advise putting the camera where it's going to be when you're filming and do a test recording. And then take that video and put it on your computer where you can really see everything, what's going on. And you'd be surprised at the stuff that's in the background and you say, well, I need to move that, or I need to get rid of that, or this doesn't need to be in the frame. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Everybody has light sockets and windows and curtains and door frames, but just make sure that it doesn't look like a big mess, okay? All right, mistake number four is poor framing. Now, where you are on that screen is super important. Now, if you don't want to look like a total beginner, then just make sure your head isn't cut off at the top of the frame, or that all that anyone can see is from your nose up, or you look like you're a miniature figure in a huge room, or you don't want people looking up your nose. That's just gross, okay? Now, just position yourself correctly in the frame. It's going to show that you understand the basics of video communication. So here's a little tip. Use the rule of thirds. In fact, your smartphone's camera may even have an option built in. If not, well, just imagine a tic-tac-toe grid on the screen. Try to keep your position of your eyes on the top horizontal line. This is going to make a shot look balanced and pleasing to the eye. It's a simple trick that professional video producers use every single day. All right, here we are at mistake number five, and that's trying to record the entire video in one take. Now, when you're just starting out, or any time for that matter, trying to get a perfect one-take video is probably one of the main reasons I see people just want to quit. Frankly, it's just too exhausting. You keep trying to say basically the same thing over and over again, you wind up getting frustrated and tongue-tied and tired, and that's when you really start making big mistakes. And that's true for everyone, and especially if you're just starting out. So try this. Write out your key points on an index card or download a teleprompter app for your phone. You don't have to write it out word for word as far as the script goes. Just jot down the bullet points. Try keeping it to 3 bullet points max. Then record each section separately. Now, this is going to keep you from really getting confused, and it's going to let you record in small chunks, and it's just going to make it easier for editing, and it's just going to be a lot better. You're going to sound a lot more natural and a lot more authentic that way. Now, none of these fixes are going to cost you a dime, but just making these few small adjustments are going to make a massive difference in your videos. Now, if you want more tips on how to use YouTube to get your service business found online, grab my free guide, 7 YouTube Myths Holding Your Service Business Back. The link is in the description. Also, you'll want to watch the first video in this series, the quick start using a smartphone to record your service-based business videos for YouTube. It's everything you need to get started with the gear you already have. Small fixes lead to big results. You've got this. I'll see you in the next one.